Let's talk about football. It's been a very big 6 or 7 months. There's a lot to recap since we recorded. Manchester City won the Premier League. Leeds just stayed in the league. We both thought they should have been relegated.
Yeah, they should have been relegated.
Bit of a useless team.
Yeah.
Real Madrid won the Champions League. Liverpool suck again. But specifically today, we're going to talk about the transfer window because it's this time. It's the off season. It's this time of year. Interesting stuff's going through. And Aviv, as you're a Chelsea fan, do you know if there's any recent Chelsea transfer news, transfer gossip that we should know?
Well, obviously we've lost 3 of our defenders. We've lost Christensen to Barcelona. Alonso was up to Barcelona potentially. I'm not sure. Christensen was official. Alonso, I believe, has also been completed, and Azpilicueta. Rudiger. Sorry, Rudiger left.
So
to Real Madrid.
And I'm pretty sure Azpilicueta,
he will stay.
He will stay. Well, I know for sure that Chelsea will be left with 4 centre backs. Well, currently have 4 centre backs. They have Levi Colwill, Malang Sarr, Azpilicueta, and Thiago Silva. And I think that's
Thiago will probably retire.
Oh no, sorry, Azpilicueta's...
We have Chalobah, but he's not the wing back. Oh, he might be able to film as a centre back.
It's looking a bit ropey, especially for a team that plays 10 at the back. And you need all the centre backs you can get.
Yeah, true.
Is there anyone that you're looking to bring in?
Well, there's been rumours about Jules Koundé. So he is quite a splash.
Quite a splash.
Yeah,
I feel like you've been linked to Jules Koundé for quite a while.
A couple of years now, but for 2 or 3 years.
Long time.
Who else are we looking to sign? Well, this news that Ronaldo has just wants to leave United.
Yes,
yesterday.
That is
we could pick up Ronaldo, you know.
Yeah.
Nice Ronaldo and Timo up front. That was really bad. That's so bad.
We could get for the intro of a podcast one time. We should just go
Why is this? Okay, sorry. Give me that. Look at you, AJ.
Let it out.
I want to give me a comment.
Let it out.
That
was a good one. I hope all our Sue enthusiasts appreciate that. But yeah, no. I've heard there's rumours about Sterling as well.
Oh, yeah, Jesus confirmed to Arsenal.
Yeah. But we're talking about Chelsea for now. You're blues. You're wearing blue. You're looking good in blue, must I add.
Thank you.
You are, as you guys may or may not know, have been on this gym hustle.
Yeah, it's been tough recently actually because I went away to Cairns on holiday and I had by me for 3 weeks. Progress has been delayed, gained some weight, so it's been tough. But right now I'm on a steady path.
So a podcast hiatus and a gym hiatus for you.
Just for 3 weeks.
That's okay. But you're looking good in blue, I must say. You're looking good in all colours, I must say.
I mean, you're looking good all the time.
Thank you, buddy.
Especially when you're sleeping.
But yeah, we digress. We do digress, don't we? Go on a little bit of tangent.
Yeah.
Okay. Loving the
like Mr. Bryson.
He does love a tangent. We love Mr. Bryson. We love Mr. Bryson.
I love Mr. Bryson.
Especially that time you fell asleep in his class, eh?
Oh, that was a funny time. But sometimes he just makes me tired. His voice is really monotone.
Good teacher though.
But to be fair, at least I was listening.
How are you listening if you're asleep?
I was listening to his voice and it got me so tired that I fell asleep.
That could be that in our embarrassing school stories episode. That could have been one of the things to talk about. Falling asleep in class.
It happened this year,
True. Maybe we'll do another episode of embarrassing school stories.
Yeah. Shout out to Bella for sitting next to me and making it aware to everyone that I was asleep.
I love the long pauses in between the sentences.
Yeah.
Back to the transfer news. Ousmane Dembele, big for Chelsea, looking very close.
Look, I don't. We have Pulisic, who I think. I mean, OJ's going to just share every opinion that I have about Chelsea. But
OJ's got a lot of shout-outs so far. You're really on top of the OJ love.
Yeah.
Always on top of the OJ love, eh?
Always on top of OJ.
Sorry.
Basically, no, I think I read Pulisic. It wasn't amazing this year, but I do think of him as a player. He's got a lot of potential.
Okay.
But ZX, obviously, we were looking to sell him.
Yeah. I saw he's AC Milan bound, or maybe not anymore.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Confusing, eh?
There's so much going on. It's hard to keep track.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Lukaku's gone back to Inter.
Yeah, big, eh? Big transfer news. How does that make you feel?
Feel cheated, you know? Just threw $100 million.
Yeah, complete waste.
Yeah.
Now, how does Chelsea line up without Lukaku? Is Werner the main guy? Is Havertz the main guy?
Havertz is we have been playing up front, and he's been playing well. But is he a natural born striker?
I don't know.
I don't believe he is. I think he plays really well with the false nine that we play. But you saw this year, compared to other teams, we scored far less goals. Like
if you want to compete for the title, maybe Havertz isn't the guy.
We need a goal scorer. I think the last good goal scorer we had, I believe, was Diego Costa.
Diego Costa.
Probably
that's fair.
We obviously had Eden Hazard, but like the last good striker we had, Diego Costa.
You know, since then, what have you had? Higuain,
Morata, Pato. I think we had for like a year.
Wow, that is a lot of stinky.
Oh no, Giroud was good as well.
Giroud's good, but he's not like he wasn't as good as Diego Costa.
Yeah, he's all good.
No chance.
We had Diego Costa in his prime.
Yeah, so, for sure. But look, I think Chelsea are Chelsea, and they're going to be fine. They're a big club. They'll lure in attractions. They're playing the Champions League.
With the new owners as well.
New owners. There's a lot to be excited about at Chelsea. Good manager. Just need to sign a few players, but hopefully they should be okay. Now, moving on to Arsenal, my beloved Arsenal. Actually, just an hour ago, or a couple hours ago, since as of the time of recording, we announced Gabriel Jesus, which I read Fabrizio Romano, shout out. We could get him on the pod one day.
Also, we could. Maybe we could join him on this transfer deadline podcast.
No, we're not his guest. He's our guest. Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, we're gonna host his transfer deadline podcast.
We're gonna take it over for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day, and we'll have him drinking tea.
Yeah. We'll say the Tea Time podcast. So here we go. That's the dream.
Nice. But yeah, so he reported that since the 27th of June, it's actually been like ready to go.
Yeah.
And no team has interfered since then, which is a week. So I wonder what they do in that week of no other team interference. It's just ready to go. Just having
concern. It's a huge W for Jesus, in my opinion. He was going to get dropped to Haaland.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great move for the player.
Yeah, so now they have Haaland playing up front. They have Foden playing the false nine. He played this last year. Who else do they have up front? They also had some young players coming through as well. Which Pep would like to give rotation.
They like you already said Alvarez, but and they love to play with the false nine as well.
Yeah. It's interesting if Pep will change the point to Haaland because Haaland does not play false nine.
I think he'll fit any system. I think he'll be able. I think he will be the main guy because like there's no way you sign Haaland and he's not the main guy. But I think that they'll build a team around him.
Yeah, they will.
But great move for the player. He'll become the best. He's the best striker at Arsenal now. He'll probably one of the better players in the team. He's a leader there. Will get regular game time. Plays in Europe, even though it's not Champions League, it is Europa League. He has a connection with Arteta in the past, so I think it's a good move for him.
Yeah, and
for City, it's obviously a good move. 45 mil for a backup. That's a good.
They said 45 mil. It's probably more expensive than that as well. When you consider
add-ons,
the add-ons as well. It's probably more leading. I think wasn't it 60 million?
I think it's 55 with the add-ons. 45 plus add-ons.
But Dortmund, by the way, unsurprisingly how good they are with the transfers. Have actually turned Haaland's departure into a W, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know. I saw. I haven't been keeping track of it exactly, but I saw Haller.
They signed Schlotterbeck for 20 million.
Wow.
A bargain. They signed.
That is a bargain.
Haller and the Sola they signed from Bayern.
Really? I didn't know that. I saw they signed another striker.
Other
than Haller.
Wasn't it Adeyemi, was it?
No, it might have been
Adeyemi.
It might have been Adeyemi. Let's quickly check that one out.
Yes, I believe it was Adeyemi for I think 30 million.
Yeah, it was Adeyemi. Nice of it. Nice, Jontea. Nice. I actually am a big fan of Karim Adeyemi.
Yeah.
He's a great player. But nice.
Haller and Adeyemi up front. Haller's strength and Adeyemi's pace could be deadly.
That's a nice combo, and they're very smart at moving players on for a big amount and rebuilding, still staying that second best team in the Bundesliga. I'm surprised about the Haller signing. Not that he's a bad player at all, It's just they normally tend to go for the younger signings. Like Schlotterbeck's quite young, I think. He's 20 years old. Haller's older.
I think he's around 30 now.
He's older than that, I think. I think he's 35 years old.
35?
I think
thought
so.
he was like 28 this year.
Oh,
How old is he?
he's 28. He's 28. So
yeah.
never mind. On the money. You said I think he's 28 and he's 28. On the money today, Jontea.
Haller's maybe relatively young compared to the signings they've made, but they do need that.
They need that leadership.
Known, like the proven goal scoring ability.
Yeah.
Champions League this year against the toughest teams.
Oh, he played well. That's phone on the ground. Okay.
Top goal scorer of the group stage.
Yeah, he had a great season.
Yeah,
he had a great season. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's a bit of transfer window. I think in terms of Arsenal, just a quick recap as well. We're very interested in T elements, but no match has been good. There's obviously been the whole. We haven't talked about Rafinha. The whole Rafinha deal with Arsenal, Chelsea. Yeah. He wants to go to Barca. Arsenal.
There's no way he goes to Barca. Too much demand in that position. And Barca already have 15 signings.
Barca do have a lot of. I'm very interested that he wants to go to Barca because I feel like they've got a lot of attackers. They've got a lot of players who play in the attack. You know, Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Wow, several lot of players, and I've named one person.
Aubameyang.
No, he's going back to Wolves.
Oh, yeah, true. Ferran
They've
Torres.
still got Aubameyang, Ferran Torres, Depay.
Dembele for now.
Dembele for now.
And then also they have on the Ansu Fati.
Does he make a front three of Aubameyang, Depay, and
what about Ansu Fati as well?
Ferran Torres, Ansu Fati as well. They've got a lot of attackers, so he's not guaranteed to play all the time. But I think it's just his dream move.
I mean, we can't forget the likes of Luke de Jong and Martin Braithwaite.
I think Luke de Jong's contract right now, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But Martin Braithwaite, not Braithwaite, he's still there, I think.
Yeah, Braithwaite, yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting one, because he wants to go to Barca, they don't have money. Or it seems like they don't have money, it's really confusing. Chelsea had agreed a fee, but he doesn't want to go there. He prefers Barca, seems like he's happy to wait. But yeah, that's interesting on the... any other big transfers you want to talk about? Maybe Ronaldo?
Mane to Bayern.
Who's sorry?
Mane to Bayern.
Mane, yeah.
35 mil.
Mane. Wait, you said Mane?
I said Mane. Fuck, I said Mane. I meant to say Mane.
Yeah, we both said Mane.
What the hell?
Ignore that
I never
one.
said Mane. What the hell?
Yeah, neither. I don't know why I said that.
Sadio Mane.
Mane.
To Bayern for 35 mil. Champions League winner.
But he's 30 years old. So I feel like he's got one or two productive seasons left in him and he's done. But,
a very fast player.
To be fair to him, what he's done this season is he's adjusted to playing that striker role.
Yep.
So like, this season he had to share the wings with Salah, Jota.
Yeah.
Jota not as much, he played mainly through the middle, but with Luis Diaz coming in, at Liverpool he shared the wings. Yeah. And he learned to play as that false nine, as that striker, and that's something that could help him be effective for longer, right?
And he played very well in the UCL final.
Yeah,
he should have scored.
Courtois
made a great save.
He did have a good season, I thought. I thought he did have a good season.
Maybe slightly in Salah's shadow for the first half.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to not be in Salah's shadow.
Yeah, true.
He's a good player. Signed a new contract for Liverpool until 2027, I think. After talks for like 6 months.
Yeah, so
but yeah, good. I think good business overall by Liverpool. They obviously signed Darwin Nunez as well. Fabio Carvalho.
That one's overrated by Liverpool in my opinion.
Nunez.
I think he's overrated.
I don't know. I haven't seen much of him.
I think 40 million. Is he like 40 or 60?
It was a lot. I think it was like 60. I wouldn't know much about him. I don't watch a lot of Champions League because Arsenal don't play Champions League football. But I try my best.
I mean, they played Jota up front this year.
Yeah. So it'll be, I think the front three will be Jota, Salah, and Diaz.
To the left wing.
No, Jota through the middle, and then Diaz on the left, Salah on the right. And then I think Nunez will be back up front. They've got Fabio Carvalho who plays more as a cam, but I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a bit more on the wings. We've got Harvey Elliott coming through, he could be a backup on the wings. Liverpool will be scary now.
Maybe they could move Jota to more of a cam role.
Maybe, but they don't really, they kind of play with like that deeper forward anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we should talk about Ronaldo a little bit.
Look, I think, he wants to leave Man U. Look, Ronaldo, I think the hate for Ronaldo for leaving Man U is unjust.
Really?
I don't think he deserves any hate. He obviously loves Man United. Why would he go back to Man United?
Because it's a... Alright, sorry.
That's okay. Like, why would he go back to Man United if he didn't love the club? Because like last year, when did Man United come?
The season before he joined, they came second.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And now they came sixth.
Last year they came second.
Well, here's my opinion on it.
Yeah, they did come second last year.
They came second with Ole, yeah?
Yeah.
My opinion on it is just. I think the hate for him leaving is just. Because he's joined Manchester United. He's had a good season, right? He had a good season.
It's his worst season. Oh, maybe Triple doesn't.
No, he had a good season. But it was Manchester United's worst ever season. Or maybe it wasn't worst ever, but worse in a long time. No, for sure, I 100% agree. But he's backing out of the challenge. He was at the team for 1 year. They've got a new manager. They've signed, what's that left back's name? They signed the left back from Feyenoord. Forgot his name. It'll come back to me. But they signed a left back. They're looking to sign not Luke de Jong. The other de Jong from Barcelona, central midfielder. And I think the reason he's leaving is because they haven't been active enough yet.
That night, was it? That's not Nigel de Jong, is it? No, it's not. That's the guy.
How have we forgot his name?
That's the guy who Scorpion kicked. Xabi Alonso. I think it was.
How are you going to talk about Xabi Alonso?
Because Nigel de Jong was the guy who scored. Because I said de Jong, because he said.
Yeah. Well, we both know who we're talking about.
Frankie de Jong.
Frankie de Jong. Wow, that's embarrassing. But you've been on the money a bit today. It's nice of it. But I think it's soft from him because I think he's joined that team. He's meant to be a leader. They've got a new manager. They haven't been ambitious yet. They haven't signed many players. I think they've only signed one, like that left back from Feyenoord. But I think he can make that known rather than just refusing to train, refusing to go on pre-season and wanting to leave straight away.
I think you're coming from a fan's perspective, which makes sense. But let's put it in Ronaldo's perspective, in Ronaldo's shoes. He's like, okay, I'm 37.
Yeah.
Gonna be maybe 3 years left until max.
He goes till 40. That's
he probably will go till.
He doesn't have long left. Yeah.
But like, yeah. Also, teams like once he gets to like the older that he gets, less likely these big teams will want to sign him.
That's true.
So I reckon this team will be either his last team before he either goes to Sporting or whatever.
Okay.
He does that. I reckon this team's the last big team that will sign him. With a
Like,
chance of winning
like where he goes.
He wants to win leagues. He wants to win Champions Leagues. He wants to win.
I think they can.
And he wants to win.
They've got a really good team.
He wants to win Ballon d'Ors. Ronaldo wants to be the best player in the world that he can. And he knows that he can't do that with this Man United club. The club is in an absolute
I understand
mess.
that.
The Glazers don't care about the club, as evident. The fact that the clubs, like, they weren't putting money in the club.
Yeah, they're not. Well, they put money in the club. They make big signings.
The sacking of Solskjaer, I think, was too early. I think Solskjaer, like, considering what he had done with that Man United team the year before.
Coming second, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, the club is a mess. It is a mess,
the
for
club's
sure.
an absolute mess. I mean, you look at Harry Maguire at the back, got dropped. Their captain got dropped.
Like, I understand. I think that Harry Maguire, he gets a lot of hate. But I understand. But I think Ronaldo's past the point where he needs to prove himself and get Champions Leagues. He's done that. I think he's at the point where he needs to say, okay, I need to show. There's a way that he needs to prove himself. He needs to prove that he can take a worse team and make them better. He's never done that before in his career.
Yeah.
No, he's never done that before in his career. Maybe he made Juventus really, really good, right? But they were always good. They won pretty much every Serie A every single year.
Yeah.
If he stays at United...
He leads it and win.
True. That's true. I agree.
Yeah.
But if he stays at United, becomes a leader there, wants the club to be more ambitious, which is totally fine. I get that. But really makes them leads by example, I think they can do big things. Because I think they've got a good team. They've got a really good team.
In the same, it's like, look, Ronaldo is Mr. Champions League. Now, the Champions League is not complete.
And he's not in the Champions League.
He's not in it this year.
But
for the first time.
But what if they win the league? How incredible would that be if he leads that team to win the league? And I think it would be tough, no doubt about it. But new manager, new project, hopefully more players. But I think that was his plan. I don't think he. I don't know. I think he just wants the club to be more ambitious.
If Ronaldo wants to leave, in my opinion, it's a problem because he has the most experience in that team.
Yeah, for sure.
He has been with the winning teams. He's been with losing teams. He knows what a team needs to succeed, and him leaving shows that he doesn't believe Man United have the right resources to succeed.
True, that's true.
Because if he knew that Man United could win the league and all that, or like do well, he would stay. I guarantee he would stay.
Okay.
Because he loves the club. In my opinion, he doesn't hate the club.
He definitely doesn't hate the club. Does he love the club? I think that's debatable.
Like he sees the dressing room. Obviously, the energy must be pretty low at this point.
Yeah, he does require high standards.
The whole
like
season.
He walks in and expects high standards.
He had to listen to Maguire for the entire season.
That's true.
And it was only until then they made him captain when Maguire got dropped.
Or did he become captain? Because I know Bruno was captain.
Bruno
was captain a little bit, but
bit,
Bruno
yeah.
was captain as well.
Yeah.
Maybe De Gea wore the armband a little bit as
Like,
well. I'm
really
not sure.
But what that Man United team needs is, I think they need a complete reshuffle. Ronaldo's good to have there, but he won't stay.
I would understand it if, from a United point of view, they got rid of Ronaldo, got rid of Pogba already, got rid of all these older players, Cavani, maybe got rid of like Wan-Bissaka, got rid of these pieces that have been there for a while. Maybe even get rid of Maguire. Even if you lose 70 mil on it and you can only sell him for 20, like that's fine.
Yeah.
And just go through a rebuild. Sign De Jong. Sign Jed Spence at right back. Sign a new centre back.
I reckon they also got to start. I think they're going to have faith more in their youth players.
Yeah.
Sammy Alanga has a lot of potential.
They didn't play a lot of youth, I don't think, last season.
Yeah, I think selling Daniel James may have been a mistake.
No, I don't think he's up to United standards. I think he's a league standard player.
Yeah.
he's a championship player.
Yeah.
League's a championship player.
Yeah.
But yeah, any final thoughts on the transfer window?
Like also had other just small honourable mentions. Just now I'm not going to talk too intensively about them, but
some honourable mentions. Nice.
Richarlison to Tottenham.
Scum.
I mean, he's no difference there. Still not going to win any trophies. Calvin Phillips to Man City.
Yeah, confirmed as well.
Yeah.
Not confirmed. Announced as well by the club a couple hours ago. Around the same time as Gabriel Jesus.
Interesting how he'll fit into the team, especially now that they have Gundogan leaving.
I don't expect him to start.
Either. I think.
And I think it's a weird move on his behalf because he obviously wants trophies and he'll get trophies in Manchester City, but you know it's a World Cup year. Maybe he loses his starting spot in England because he's probably got a starting spot in the England
squad. He's been injured the whole year, so he's.
And he's not going to get as much game time. Like he'll still play Champions League and cups, but he won't get as much league game time. But,
you know. I mean, we'd like to De Bruyne. Maybe De Bruyne's got maybe another 3-4 years left. So.
Oh, De Bruyne, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how he ages because it seems like he gets injured a lot. I don't think there's been a season where he hasn't got injured for quite a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any other HMs, honourable mentions? Yes, no?
Nah, I'm set.
You're set?
I'm really
Alright. So.
Safety. I'm set.
Nice. Was that a bad one, would you say?
No, it was a silent one. We'll find out.
Avicii levels kind of thing? Rest in peace, Avicii. Rest in peace.
Avicii levels.
Avicii levels?
Avicii levels what?
You're far. How bad it is.
I don't get it. Why is it Avicii levels?
Because, you know, the song Avicii.
Oh, the song levels
the
by
song
Avicii.
levels by Avicii.
Oh.
And I was asking what the levels of it was. But yeah, doesn't matter.
That's a shit call.
It's not it's okay. It's fine. Alright, and moving on to segment 3. This is a very popular one. We've only released one, and it's got good reviews.
Cool.
We have the second one in archive.
Also in the comments, let us know which of your segments has been the favourite out of all.
Yeah, of course.
My personal favourite, Gillad's Gobbles.
Gillad's Gobbles, that was good.
That was my personal
we talked about cuisines. We talked about you getting porked.
We had the tier list.
We had the TE era list. We didn't bring it back this time, but if that's something you want to see, feel free. But yeah, let's talk about Aviv's. Aviv's last name, a bit of a dead name.
Yeah.
Let's call it. We'll think of a name. Comment down below if you've got any names, or send us a message on the Instagram at @teatime__podcast. Make sure you follow up. But we've got some questions for Aviv and I to answer from the fans, from our viewers. So let's get started. So first one, Mr. Vibbles, that's you. How's life?
Life is, I feel like life's slowly starting to come, it's like a puzzle right now. I feel like for half the year, I was kind of like, I walked into it complete. And it's like it fell off the table, and all the pieces went everywhere.
Wow, so
and
we're talking philosophical right now.
Yeah, I felt really detached for the first half of the year. And then now it's like I'm picking up those pieces and starting to make them.
That's good, man. I'm happy for you.
That's how I feel, especially the last week or so.
I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man.
Happy to hear that you're starting to pick everything up.
Apart from that, life has been Like now, obviously, I didn't do work the first half of the semester. I was really behind. So as you can see over here,
Turning on that grind.
here's my nice.
If you guys can
board.
see.
So I realised that I have to do a lot more work. So now I have a schedule, which I'm behind in.
Can I say, it's
No,
quite
sorry.
an exquisite board. It's
Thank you.
quite a good board.
Shout out to my tutor Nimrod.
Who?
My tutor. He helped me make
What's
it.
his name?
Nimrod.
Nimrod.
Real Nimrod. No.
Oh,
Real Nimrod.
who's that? Wait.
Spencer FC.
Yeah, huh?
Was it Spencer? Oh, Mini
No, it was Mini Minter.
Yeah, Mini
Mini
Minter.
Minter.
Yeah,
Nice.
Real Nimrod.
Nice. Good. Why is he called Real Nimrod or Real Nimrod? Is it Real Nimrod or Real Nimrod?
I can't remember.
Why does he?
I just came to my head.
Good throwback though. Nice. But yeah, fair enough. Next question.
Maybe we can get Simon to come on here and tell us about Real Nimrod.
Simon.
Yeah.
Mini Minter.
Simon Minter.
We could get him.
Simon
Mini
Minter.
Yeah, we could get him on.
Congratulations on the engagement.
Yeah, congrats on the engagement.
I will see you there at the wedding.
We expected an invite on behalf of
Yeah.
Is What's Good podcast, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Him and Randolph.
Honestly, my favorite podcast right now.
I'm a big fan of the What's Good podcast.
Like it's good. I gotta say, very underrated.
Yeah.
Jack Mate's podcast.
Jack Mate's podcast is good.
Oh, shit, what was the name? I forgot the name.
Happy Hour podcast.
Happy Hour podcast.
It's a
also,
good podcast.
Impulsive is a classic. Kind of been a bit recently, like not been.
It's up and down.
Yeah.
It's too American.
But Happy Hour is so good.
Happy Hour is
That's
good.
actually my favorite podcast.
Nice. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It is good.
It is good.
Next one. Superwog predictions. We actually got a few questions about Superwog. If the viewers at home don't know what Superwog is, it's a Australian YouTube channel where two brothers. I can't believe I forgot their names. Doesn't really matter. Two brothers act out like their Mediterranean ancestors. Is that a more friendly way of saying the latter half of Superwog? But yeah, and it's quite funny. We get around it. We do get around it. Recent McDonald's video is quite good. I think there's actually a
McDonald's.
There is a question on here. Thoughts on the McDonald's video? It was good.
Well, I can't remember. I have seen it. I'm trying to remember when I saw it.
It was,
my favorite part of the McDonald's video was when not McFlop. That was also funny. But when she asked, "Can I get the healthy option?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, you're in fucking McDonald's."
Nah, it's good. They had to dial down what they're talking about, right?
Yeah, so at McDonald's, they don't shit.
No, not just that, but I mean, like, just in terms of, like, the stuff they used to say you can't really say anymore, it's a bit offensive.
Yeah.
So they dialed it down. And recently, their videos haven't been great, but the McDonald's one, I think, was really good.
It was funny. It was good.
But yeah, for predictions, maybe, like, what would be a cool video for them to do? A funny one would be, like OnlyFans. Like, Superwog OnlyFans.
When Wog parents find out their daughter doesn't have a friend.
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah.
Like something like that. That would be funny.
Yeah,
that would be so.
Because they had the video. One of my favorite videos is when Wog parents, they deleted it, but when Wog parents have the talk. Like,
Yeah. Compared to Aussie parents, how
the
they
box
have the
of
talk.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Once you have one, you cannot stop.
You cannot stop. It's good, man.
What website are you using? Box Gap?
Box
What is
Gap.
Box Gap? I'm going to car. I'm getting some boxes.
Yeah, so good.
I'm watching Power. What's Power?
But yeah, we got top 4 predictions. I'm assuming Premier League. Quick, off the top of your head. Off the top of your head.
First City, second Liverpool, third Chelsea, fourth Arsenal.
Wow.
Arsenal fourth.
Arsenal fourth. I'll go City, United,
second?
Liverpool. City, United, Liverpool, Tottenham. No.
Oh, you don't think Chelsea will make top 4?
I don't think Chelsea will make top 4.
Oh,
The Gunners, I'm a Gunners fan and I hate Tottenham, but I think Tottenham might have a better team than us. As of right now, if we sign Tielemans, bring in a couple other players, maybe. United, I've got big faith in. This could come back on my face if Ronaldo leaves. This could, I'm done. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't. Cool. Next question. This is actually there's 2 questions related to the Dos and Toss podcast. We didn't shout them out before.
We've not shout them
Follow
out.
Dos and Toss.
But follow us first.
But anyway, the first question is: would you say Dos and Toss are your rivals?
No, I don't think we're our rivals. I think of them as our
Companions.
allies.
Allies.
We can combine, share the platforms.
Share the platforms. They take Spotify, we take YouTube.
Yeah, and,
Sounds like
we take Instagram as well.
And we can share.
They are winning the Instagram battle.
They are winning it. Well, okay. They have uploaded like a lot of podcasts. They've uploaded like 20 something podcasts. Or maybe it's like around 20. We've uploaded. This would be our third. But speaking of Dos and Toss, I think this message comes from the CEO and founder, Mr. Chase Alfasi of the podcast. He mentioned, "Hey boys, so excited for the return and for the future of the pod. Would love a collab with Dos and Toss. That'd be interesting. I don't know how that would work because we talk about football, they talk about footy. Would be a bit of a contradiction, I'd say. But he went on to say, my question is, what do you blokes do to get up and about in the morning? A cheeky fiddle, push-ups, the old jump and hump?"
That's a good question, actually. I do all three. No, I'm just kidding. No,
but seriously, all three. Yeah?
Well,
like that's a normal thing to do.
All three.
The jump and hump.
Jump and hump.
What does that look like?
I'm sure you can all imagine it at home.
Jump and hump.
You know,
think about jumping off your bed in the air, hump, crash into the wall. That's what.
100 likes and we'll recreate it. That's
100 likes.
100 likes.
And we'll recreate what we do in the morning or the jump and hump.
The jump and hump.
All right. You heard it here from Jontea himself. Jump and hump.
Yes, Gilad will do it. If
Me? I thought we were both doing it.
Oh, we're both doing it actually. Into each other.
Into each other.
Yeah, into each other.
Mental.
Okay,
no, not into each other. I'd be down to do it. Yeah.
Okay, but for real, so what I do in the morning, I will usually, get dressed, have a shower before I get dressed, brush teeth, the usual shit. But I don't eat.
I don't eat breakfast.
I eat starting at 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
Give your digestive system time to relax.
So what I'm doing is I eat until 12:30
PM, like
I
AM.
do 12:30 PM
Yeah.
till 7:30, 8:30, depends really. It's kind of fluid.
Okay.
In the afternoon, so only like an 8-hour eating period and a 16-hour fasting period.
It's healthy, right? It's healthy to give yourself like time to digest your food, no?
Well,
I swear it is.
That's not the main reason. My main reason is to reduce your insulin levels, because when your body has insulin levels, it stores energy as fat. But when your body is low on insulin levels, it needs insulin, so it starts eating insulin.
Wow.
So every time you eat something, your insulin levels spike.
We're learning some.
That's actually how my dad lost 20 kilos.
Oh wow!
He didn't
Shout out to Billy Cullen.
Yeah, didn't actually do any exercise.
Wow.
Just did 8 hours.
That in that time.
Like, obviously, like, don't eat like shit.
Yeah, of course,
Obviously,
of course.
That's pretty much it. But there is also exercise and stuff I do.
Health tips with the Tea Time podcast, and shout out to Billy Cullen for helping us set up the podcast today, like with the camera work, and also for his weight journey. So proud of him.
And shout out for letting us use his camera.
Yeah, shout out for letting us use his camera. Hopefully the camera's good, by the way. If it's not, we may have to switch it up.
Yeah. Or you may never see this.
They may never see this.
They may never see this.
We hope they see this.
We hope they do.
Let's hope so. Otherwise, we'd be upset. But I think they're going to see this. Let's be optimistic.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Next
question. There's a couple interesting ones. A couple that are a little bit skew-with or risque. So one of them is directed towards me. I'm not going to answer it.
Okay, just shut up the question.
And the second one is for you. What's next who's next for Aviv? How long does he stay single for, and why is he so cute? Now, maybe don't name anyone.
No, obviously not.
Maybe just go to the last two. How long do you stay single for, and why are you so cute?
I stay single for life. I have kind of been single for almost 18 years.
18 years?
Almost 18 years, yeah.
Look, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's many man them, gal them, anything in between them.
Yeah, I think definitely being like, there's obviously a lot of pressure coming from outside to not be single, but like, you guys don't realize that there's nothing better than all your friends going out with their girlfriends and you're at home by yourself. Or at the gym, that's also pretty fun.
The gym, he's committed to the
gym.
But
don't worry, I can always rely on OJ being there for me.
He'll be alone with you as well.
Yeah.
No, okay, enough of the OJ side. He's got a lot of fun. But yeah, fair enough.
I'm single and not ready to mingle.
But you like your Pringles?
I like my Pringles.
Nice.
But it's salty.
Bit of salt.
Bit of salt.
Add a little bit of salt on top. And it's a compliment that you're cute, so
thank you
to whoever asked
Honestly,
that.
I do keep my compliments very close to heart. I don't get them.
Fair enough.
Like, I get like once every 6 months. So.
We're down to the last.
But what was your question?
3.
You didn't answer. You've got to say the question.
Fine. I'll say one unrelated. Someone wrote Gilabush. Liabush. What are your thoughts on the political and economic state of the world right now? Political.
Thank you, Jamie, for the question.
Jamie, you reckon?
$20. That's Jamie.
Well, there's no way to. Mr. Swallow, please let us know. Politically, the world.
What was Buddha?
There's
Is Jamie or Buddha?
I don't think Buddha. I don't think Buddha would have answered.
Yeah,
Well,
fair.
politically, I know there's not much going on in Australia. I don't think they just had elections. Israel, there's a lot going on. Going to have the 5th election in 3 years soon. America, there's a lot of things going on about the Roe v. Wade case and the abortion rights and the privacy rights. We don't want to get into that here on the Teen Time Podcast. Not that we don't think that it's an important topic to be educated on and aware of.
We don't believe that we can. Is it that we don't believe that we're entitled to give an opinion, or?
I don't know. I think we are entitled to give an opinion. I just think maybe we shouldn't take things
Shouldn't
politically.
incite anything into the.
Shouldn't incite anything. Don't want to be too political, but we do recommend that everyone educates themselves on the situation, on the case,
and everyone should know that they can have their own opinion.
Yeah, and all opinions are allowed and are valued. At least here on the Tea Time Podcast.
Yeah,
we're very open. We're very open-minded. But yeah, economically, I'm pretty sure there's a global inflation, depression. I don't know, man. I don't know this kind of stuff.
I saw an interesting fact yesterday.
Interesting fact.
Okay, since
on the ball again, John.
I think it was 1970s.
1970s.
The average housing price went from like 18,000 to
18,000.
1.8 million.
Yeah.
Guess how much the wage? So that's
18,000, 1.8 million.
That's 100%. That's 100 times increase.
Wow.
That was or maybe it was like 180,000. So
Yeah.
maybe something like that. Yeah. The wage has only gone from like I think it was like 20,000 to 60.
Then or now? Then.
Like then to now, or something like that. But like houses
So
are
like wage isn't keeping up with
and
what
like
you need to
average
spend.
salary, maybe like 20.
So
That's
people need to spend money that they don't have yet. So we'll go for the last question. How about
we
we got
got
one
two
more? We'll dial it down, I think.
Okay, we'll do one more. Actually, do one more. And if it's interesting, we'll do one more.
No, it is good. It is a good question. So Vivian, can you rank all the nicknames you have? It says maybe tier list. Tier list, I don't know.
Okay.
Let's go for Jontea, Vivian, Avivals. What other nicknames do you have? Zhao Jontea. Thanks from the crowd. Alright, go from the top, those four.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll go those five.
So
out of 10.
That means hello in Portuguese. Obrigado. Fine.
I don't know Portuguese.
Anyways,
we're learning here some
so we have,
Portuguese.
let me think. I've got Jontea, the Jontea. I'm kidding.
Let's go Jontea,
Vivils,
Vivian, Avivush.
I will take that one.
Why? Ash's favourite.
Alright, just
Okay.
do those four. Rate those four.
But there's more. I've got more.
It's fine, let's rate those four. We actually have got quite a long podcast.
Podcast.
Things we love to see.
Yep, love to see it long. Okay, so I've got to say Jontea is goated.
Jontea's goated. Yeah, that's fair.
You could say Zhao Jontea is slightly above because I got to get that patriotism in there. But like
Portuguese citizen here, to be fair.
Anyways, there's I'd say Vivian probably
Vivian next.
next.
And now you've got Avivush and Avivi? No. Vivils.
I do not agree with the. Well, anyway, let's say Vivils give me bad memories. So
Okay.
I'll go with Avivush.
Avivush and Vivils.
What about you, Gilderoy?
This is my nickname. I don't have nicknames.
Well, I have good nicknames.
Alright.
We've got Buddy.
Buddy.
we've got Gilderoy.
Alright.
We've got Giladush.
Giladush.
And we've got
Annoying.
we've got Gildo as well.
Ron Siddleman calls me, didn't mean to bait out his government name, but Ron Siddleman calls me Gilardanius. I don't know why. Alright.
I just want to break it up.
Let's wrap it up there. That's a good spot to wrap it up.
We'll
No, we don't need to cut it out. We might have to cut out the live audience members.
But what about when we scared you? That's like.
That could be a good. That would probably be a funny clip.
Oh, yeah, underrated question. Does Jordan look a bit like Ollie Wines?
Anyways,
I'll take it.
No, not like the actual look, just the face shape.
No.
Square.
Yeah, I could. He's got quite a circle.
Round.
I'd say he's quite round.
It's really round.
I'd say it's very round. But
I'd say it's more a bit like a rectangle. You know.
really, that's an interesting take. He's been on the money today. He's had a lot of
I'm
good.
sorry,
points.
but OJ, what did you do today? That's a shit call.
I've been shooting earlier the entire
Oh,
time.
OJ's got so many flames.
Is that OJ's behind you? Is that OJ's timetable for the rest of the week?
That is
Wednesday?
my-
If you watch the
I've got to
podcast,
follow
you'll
it.
know.
Is that OJ's timetable Wednesday to Sunday though? Like, what do you normally do?
No. If you watch the podcast, you'll know. You'll find out later.
Right.
Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. That was the return episode of the Tea Time podcast.
The John T.
Thank you.
The John T.
The John T. Yeah,
Episode.
nice.
Yeah.
That's a throwback. You wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow the Instagram. We really want to push that Tea Time __ podcast. We'll try to be active there as well. And we'll see you next time on the Tea Time podcast.
And also,
Cheers.
cheers. Shout out to Made in China.